Hello everyone. In this video, I will be going over and listing every single item you can pay for in Mecha BREAK and how they could contribute to pay to win in Season 4 of the game. I will start off by simply listing the facts, so you can come to your own conclusion, and then at the end of the video, I will be sharing my thoughts and insights into the matter. To start off, there are three main things you can purchase for real money: Corite, the staple premium currency in the game; Ace Recruitment, the dedicated pilots and custom strikers for each robot; and finally, the Matrix Contract, their version of a battle pass. I'll start off with the simplest one, the Matrix Contract. It costs $12.99 USD, but if you buy it one season, the next season it will be discounted for $10.99 USD. During the first season, they ran this discount for the first few weeks since it was impossible to buy a pass beforehand. The Matrix Contract is the only thing in the game not able to be obtained through any method other than paying real-world money. The one in Season 4 is different from past seasons. It has 51 easily obtainable tiers, and then a further 9 which requires steeper grind to obtain. Immediately after purchasing the contract, you get a 200% reward boost from all battles and missions going forwards, a contractor title, and 2 slots of secure cargo bay for Mashmak. The notable things you get in the paid track are 1200 Corite, equivalent to about 12 USD, and an exclusive support airdrop drone. You can also get about double the flawless mod boxes, weapon upgrade modules, supply crates, and all the other basic resources. There are 2 more secure cargo expansion permits for extracting more items in Mashmak on the free track, as well as the season avatar frame. The airdrop drone and title are cosmetics and are in no way pay-to-win items. You can even purchase the drone in the marketplace for Corite if you don't purchase the battle pass. The 200% boost, double items, and extra secure cargo slots just make any grinding more effective. The 1200 Corite also would just take a longer grind to obtain through selling items in the market. It is worth it to take note that none of these give you a direct competitive edge in battles against other players, unless you are playing a PvP Mashmak on harder difficulties, but I will go more in depth into this later. Moving on to the Ace Recruitment now. In Season 4, we are now able to purchase any of the custom striker pilot combos whenever we want through the Ace Recruitment tab. If you purchase one with no discount, it will be $47.99 USD, but there is a rotating sale, and every few weeks, a different 2 pilots will be on sale for $37.99 USD. At the start of the season, we even had 2 weeks where every pilot was on this same sale. It's also worth noting that they can be purchased through the marketplace with Corite, but they are subject to whatever prices other players sell them for, and they seem to go for a minimum of double the equivalent price in Corite. This season, a new trait was unlocked for them, and whenever you use one in battle, you will be getting 50% more mission tokens while also giving your teammates 25% more, unless they have their own. The pilots don't apply any other effects than giving this bonus at the end of the match. The custom strikers, however, are front and center while in-game. They do not get any stat boost whatsoever, and the only changes are to their cosmetics. Usually, the custom strikers have flashier abilities with more effects on them when compared to their regular counterparts. This could even be pay to lose though, because a flashy mech makes you more visible in battle and can draw opponent fire. Although this sentiment is shared between a lot of players, it is still subjective. Finally, Corite. You can purchase it in bundles of 100, 515, 1060, 2180, 3360, and 5405. Although generally, you can just view it as being 100 Corite is equal to 1 USD. You can also receive it for free through the marketplace by listing and selling items. If you have enough of this resource, you can obtain practically anything in-game, and now I will go over most uses for it. Firstly, the resources. You can buy black boxes and corrupted cascade engines in the marketplace for the blue coins, aka Matrix credits. You can buy core ore tubes to get red coins, aka mission tokens. You cannot purchase achievement points, the green triangle coins, in any way. They are locked behind completing achievements, no workarounds. Finally, the purple coins, aka virtual tokens, are a Spectral Nexus exclusive resource and cannot be stockpiled outside of individual runs. Now onto items used exclusively in Mashmak and Spectral Nexus. You can buy rare, flawless, and perfect tier mod boxes to get mods, or buy fine, superb, rare, and flawless tier mods directly. You cannot buy perfect mods in the marketplace yet. You can purchase tier 4, 5, and 6 modular weapons, however, they will be unleveled. You cannot purchase already leveled weapons. You can buy all tiers of glider modules to assemble a base glider yourself, or you may buy a completed glider unit. You can also buy all glider weapons to assemble one yourself, or completed gliders are usually outfitted with weapons when you purchase them through the market. Similarly, you can buy all tiers of device modules to assemble them yourself, or you can buy a completed one outright. You can purchase restricted zone keys 1, 2, and 3. Finally, all the cosmetic items that are usable and viewable in every mode. You can buy the ultimate tier weapon skins directly in the marketplace, but they are also available in the store tab, though these rotate every so often and will not be all available. You can buy patterns directly through the marketplace, and exclusive event patterns through the general store. In the marketplace, you can buy supply crates that will give both patterns and potentially, though rarely, ultimate weapon skins. You can buy paint kits, or directly buy the paints you want in the marketplace. As mentioned earlier, you can buy the special pilots and robot skins through the marketplace, as well as the support drones in previous season frames. For pilot appearances, you can buy pre-made styles in the marketplace, or buy your own in the pilot menu itself. You can purchase outfits in the marketplace, or directly from the general store, though this rotates the options. You can buy accessories in the same way. And with that, I'm done going through all of the items you can purchase with Corite, and will begin going over the actual in-game uses of these items. Firstly, I'm going to rule out all pilot and robot cosmetics. These do not have any performance effect in-game, and even by purchasing the highest tiers, they serve no other use than looking pretty. It could be argued that certain colors would work as camo in-game and help with that type of strategy, but paints can be obtained for just 100 mission tokens and cannot be considered a premium item. This also means that Operation Verge and Ace Arena are completely isolated from gameplay affecting purchasable items. Nothing that you buy can be brought into these modes, ranked or casual. And so, these modes are genuine skill versus skill matches with no opportunity for anyone to buy an unfair advantage. That leaves us with Mashmak and the Spectral Nexus. Mashmak is divided into 3 separate modes: free-for-all, co-op mode, and covert ops. In free-for-all and co-op, you have the option to play common or challenge modes. In common mode, the enemy difficulty and amounts are low, and there are more extraction points, but you have a 2,000 point limit in your combat readiness. This is a crucial stat to pay attention to, because it means that you cannot bring in tons of airdrops and mods into the mode. If you want to bring in a high-level glider with weapons, that is already 15,700 readiness points, nearly 8 times the limit. Even a tier 4 pack is about 10,000 points, and any glider lower than that isn't even worth bringing into the mode. A single flawless mod takes 320 readiness, so you can only equip 6 out of 15 of them before hitting this limit. If you want to bring a weapon in, you can take at most 1 tier 5 unleveled for 1,800 points, or 2 tier 4s at 600 points each, also unleveled. But just like the gliders, at lower tiers and levels, the weapons aren't even worth bringing in. So, while not completely vanilla, like Verge and Ace Arena modes, the amount of gear you can bring into one of these common mode mashmech runs is fairly minimal, and very realistic to obtain without spending. Now let's talk about the challenge mode. This mode has no cap on combat readiness. You can bring as much gear and airdrops as you would like. This is where you can feel a pay-to-win advantage. At the very highest end, a whale may have a fully optimized mods and a high-level modular weapon. For example, a maxed out tier 6 heavy sniper cannon with mods can do over 150,000 damage per shot. This is enough to 2-shot or even 1-shot most bots. And theoretically, there is nothing actually stopping someone from bringing a similar build into the game mode and just running through the lobby. While still grindable for someone who does not spend any money, they are not likely to bring in such valuable equipment with massive risk it carries. In a brief note, the devs say they plan to implement a feature where dying with a weapon will not destroy it anymore, just lower the level by 1, but an enemy player can still loot it off your body. And losing mods by dying is not possible anymore, either. The only incentive to play these challenge modes are for slightly better loot, so while there is pay to win in this mode, you can easily avoid it by just playing the common mode or even covert ops where you don't encounter other players. Speaking of covert ops, that and Spectral Nexus are both modes where you do not compete in-game against other players. Covert ops can be run totally solo or with a team of 3 players. It has no combat readiness limit, so you can bring whatever you would like. It is totally PvE, and you don't need to worry about real players trying to pick you off. You used to only get 3 free runs of this a week, enough to complete your weeklies, but they made it unlimited now, and you can run as many as you'd like. The drops in this mode are similar to challenge modes, and you can do more without the worry of other teams. And finally, Spectral Nexus. This is the new tower mode, where you bring whatever you can to clear as many floors as possible, as fast as possible. For now, the mode is solo runs only, but a version with 3-person squads will be coming soon. Right now, the mode ends at level 40, but an infinite mode is also planned. Just like in Mashmac, the starting mods, gliders, and weapons are all grindable in time, but can be fast-tracked by paying. As you progress in the mode though, you get to choose from 3 cards, which give big stat boosts to your robot after every floor. Each floor also rewards purple coins, aka virtual tokens, which can be used to refresh your choices and also to buy additional cards after boss levels every 5 floors. While these purple tokens refresh every run and do not carry over, you do have the option to exchange blue matrix credits for additional purple tokens. Since there is not a limit on this exchange, you can go into the mode and refresh up to the limit or until you find the ideal stat card every floor. And on boss floors, you can buy all 5 pages of 4 cards. While this game mode does give rewards, it does not reward you for faster clears, only for what floor you are able to get to in each run. This means the only reason to spend thousands of blue coins on a run is for a higher place on the leaderboard. Currently, the rank 1 run is 4 minutes and 3 seconds to beat level 40, and their run cost a couple 100,000 blue tokens. With low-level weapons and without spending any blue tokens, I was personally able to reach level 39 in 11 minutes 18 seconds. At rank 74 on the leaderboard with this clear, I will receive 30 supply crates when the leaderboard resets every 2 weeks, and the rank 1 will receive 100. This is only a 70 crate difference every 2 weeks. Now the conclusion. Out of all of the game modes, 5 out of the 10 have ways to spend to gain stats in them, and only 3 out of those 10 will you actually be able to see any significant effects. You can bring strong equipment and kill enemies faster in free-for-all challenge mashmak, same with co-op challenge mashmak, and you can get higher rankings for the Spectral Nexus leaderboard. Most of the spending in the game revolves around cosmetics. If you were an early player who saw all the coverage talking about pay to win, maybe this video could help clear up those misunderstandings and shine a light on how the game is doing 4 seasons later. And if you are a new player, hopefully, after learning the facts about monetization, you can start playing the game with more confidence. Before I get into my opinion, I would like to thank you if you managed to watch this far through, and if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subbing. I would really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, I would love to hear them. Alright, thanks, and now for my opinion. I think this game has a very healthy balance with pay to win as of Season 4. If you don't wish to interact with whales, it is entirely avoidable, and you don't need to sacrifice anything for it either. There are substitute game modes, namely Covert Ops or Common Mashmak runs, that don't feature any of the problems while still giving essentially the same exact experience. The Spectral Nexus leaderboard rewards are so minimal in the grand scheme of things. A high ranking is for nothing more than bragging rights. And if you want pure mech fighting, Operation Verge and Ace Arena have no possible ways to get unfair advantages with the in-game marketplace. Korite is not even especially hard to come by without spending either. I easily made over $50 worth of it just last season by selling random things I had duplicates of. Since there are whales who buy tons of things from the market, they still need sellers to list those same things. One of the biggest early criticisms that I saw was about the pilots, and while I still do believe that they are too expensive at basically $50, the devs have continually shown that they care for the game and have done things like giving the pilots perks to help justify the price. With so many other games out there selling skins for exuberant prices, I believe it's unfair to label just Mecha BREAK as pay to win when the majority of gameplay is unaffected. With this, I have said my piece, and I leave you to decide for yourself what you think about the game. I really love this game, and I think that you will too, so I hope to see you in-game soon.